Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Hex Futures live stream. Today is June 28th, 2022. Hex price, I don't know what the Hex price is, but I bet you wish you were here when the Hex price is low. So I hope you brought your tacos, because today's Taco Tuesday. Something that I've been doing lately, 6 p.m. Central Time. Bring your tacos. Through a screen, you should be safe, right? I can't get your tacos. I've got another little meeting. I'm going to show up to a libertarian event later on. Earlier today, I had a live stream. My dad was the special guest talking about vitamins. It was freaking awesome. I hope you brought your tacos. I brought a beer that I've only drank a few times before, Two Step. German Pils. Made out of Brenham. Brewed in Brenham. That's like halfway between Austin and Houston. And so anybody is welcome to ask questions as I eat, and I hope you're eating as well. If I have any guests, I will bring them up. And what I need to do is share with this feed with my local meetup. Meetup.com is a place where I have a membership and I'm paying in order to broadcast to other people. Let's spread Hex to everyone. It might be an idea. So I'm going to go to meetup.com. Today's thing, I'm going to edit it. Say, come on. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I'm not seeing the edit button. Why is this harder than it normally is? Let's see. Taco Tuesday, live tacos. Live tacos. To join, you would go to that StreamYard link. To view, you would go to this YouTube link. So I was thinking that I would have a guy named Freddie join me today. The email went out to everybody in Meetup. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Because for some reason, I'm not able to edit the event that is already live. Like there was a set time for that event. And typically what I do is I go and edit the event to have the most recent link that I just sent out in emails, which is one to StreamYard to be a part of the stream and one to YouTube in order to watch the stream. If you just want to comment and be involved that way. So those editing tools weren't available. And what I also like to use is the email tool, where anybody who allows themselves to be contacted through this group from the organizer will then receive an email. And if I just make that email a short title that's like, hey, I've got either the recorded bit for this YouTube, which I will then have later, or what I just sent them, the watch it live or participate live. So this beer is not as cold as it could be. Don't you hate feeling that? Where it's like, I know you put this in the refrigerator just an hour and a half ago. So it looks like I'm going to be drinking beer instead of drinking margaritas later on. I told them to put 3 sauces of each. They put a total of 2. This is the least amount of sauces that I have ever gotten from this place. But the tacos look great. Show me your tacos. I'll show you mine. Look at them bad boys. Look at that Taco Tuesday. How could you say no to Taco Tuesday? Clip that baby. This is where you drop it in front of you, and like that's my freaking keyboard. Yum yums. So if you didn't bring your tacos, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. People are coming and going. Right now I have 0 people. But like people are coming and they're not getting attached because they don't have any tacos. We have to share something in common. Either Hex or tacos. Which one's it going to be? Or both. Sorry. Duh. So we could talk about Hex. We could talk about crypto. We could talk about all sorts of things. Right now, there's a crypto dip. And the people who have been in crypto, they're looking at this dip and they're like, oh, I've seen this stuff before. But then the people who have never been in crypto, they're looking at that dip and they're thinking, same as the rest of my life. And then the people who are new to crypto are like, oh, I'm wrecked. Did you know when I go up north, I can't eat Mexican food at all? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the cheap salsa. I'm trying not to be too loud into the microphone as I chew and swallow. Mm. When I was getting an architecture degree in college, we studied abroad in Montreal for a summer. And there was this place on, I want to say it was Saint Laurent, but I'm not sure. And that's one of those streets that's going north and south away from the river. And so it was like where like some of the clubs and night district, it was a good mix of things that was on that street. But one place that was there that was just absolutely terrible was called Taco Bull. They didn't care about making fresh tortillas. They didn't care about making fresh salsa. What is it that you get with every bite? Both of those things. It was so bad. As a starving student, I would not eat it. As a person who eats everything, I would not eat it. It was terrible. Oh my goodness. And the environment inside the place, absolutely terrible. Taco Bull. The name was bad. And no, it wasn't just some like Spanish thing and I wasn't in the loop. It was them trying to be Southwestern and them sucking really bad. But speaking about Montreal, I had some of the best Asian food there and Jewish bakeries. There was this awesome Jewish bakery in Milan called Chesky's. I told the cab driver to take me by there on the way to the airport so I could get a whole bag of them to bring back to my parents. I loved it so much. I love Chesky's so much that for about the next 6 months, I tried to rip off their recipe with those butter folded croissants. Oh, yeah. Yeah, anyway, I live down in Texas and we get good Mexican food. And Hexicans do have lives other than Hexico. This finger looking good. Do we have any comments? Any questions? How many t-shirts does it take to participate with Taco Tuesday? At least one t-shirt. So it's going to be interesting whenever Pulse Chain launches. It's going to be really interesting. Who's going to stay with Ethereum Hex? There's going to be a whole ecosystem. PulseX is going to make it to where you'll never have to leave that area. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. like I said, this is my second live stream of today. We had some rain last night. Freaking awesome. First time in like 2-3 weeks. It was getting dry, folks. It's getting really dry. All I have is a bunch of dead sunflowers out front. My neighbor tells me that a family of finches live inside of it. So it's funny. I have been trying to make a birdhouse for a while, just kicking the idea around in my head. And I confessed this idea to a guy who did make a birdhouse down the street. And he said that, oh, there are these exterior tiles, exterior on your house. They're shingles, actually, that are like the perfect shape to where you can have it to where there's one on the front and one on the back. And he gifted me a few of them. He brought them up to my front door and left them there because he's my new friend. And he's actually a retired sheriff. And I don't know how badass this guy was, but his garden's badass. His yard is badass. He's probably a badass. So he gifted me these things, and I never got around to making the birdhouse. Instead, I made a bee house, or I started on the bee house. And then indirectly, I made a birdhouse because now I've got all of these finches that have moved into a whole stand of sunflowers. I didn't know that was going to happen. It's really awesome. Anyway, what I want to do is make all sorts of little habitats for lizards, spiders, birds. I don't know about squirrels. I don't know about anything larger like possum, armadillo, which both visit my house nightly. I might have some rats around. They come and go in the seasons. Yeah, just modern situations in a downtown environment in Texas. I wonder how many people can complain about having armadillo dig through their yard. Okay, so what am I going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to sign off. No one has joined. I don't feel the pressure of any questions to create new natural environments. So something that, oh, there's Finbear. Hey, Finbear, you want to come on? What was I going to say? Oh, the only thing I have up my sleeve, well, I've got a lot of things up my sleeve, but something that I'm thinking about doing is taking to heart the idea of a meme postcard, but having it to where I just put the meme on a magnet that I've been keeping magnets on my cars. On my cars, let me... I'm going to go get a magnet. I'm also going to provide the link to jump on here. Where? Oh, it's a bit late. Wow, 3:30. Yeah, I've been seeing... I'm putting the link there anyway. I've been seeing that you've been up and about in late hours. Even late hours for me. Or like my mid-evening hours are really late for this guy that's in chat right now. I'm going to grab a small 2x2 magnet and show it off to the camera. Finbear is in the chat saying that, yeah, where he is, Finland, the sun doesn't set at all. So these are 2x2 magnets. So this one's outdated. It talks about a radio source that no longer exists, and it was a YouTube channel that was streaming a conversation out of Telegram into YouTube. Here's another magnet where those are dollar bills in the background that are repeated back behind that. And then I've just got the skull, and then I widened it out more, top to bottom, detached the jaw, and put that hex.com in there. So that is a working website. Now you can see the dollar bills repeat. Yeah. Finbear said that he just spammed all good chats. Well, shit, man. I might sign off soon. Like 15 minutes actually is the most I have. So this was a badass magnet. So I would keep this right next to the door of my car, and I'd scope out like scenarios where I knew people were leaving. What's up, Belly Hex? So this is a magnet, you know? And like I've got them all just like gridded out all right here on the side of my car within reach. I can just roll down the window, grab one of them, and throw it on somebody's car. Okay. So what if I did this to a meme, like a kick-ass meme that all of us really enjoy? And it makes people laugh, and it makes people follow up on, what is Hex? Oh, Hex stunts, that thing that I have interest in. Ha ha ha. That made me laugh. So that's what I'm thinking. And that's face-to-face stuff. If I was to mail this stuff, if I was to mail a postcard, it would be the same amount, except for you wouldn't have the exclusivity. I say face-to-face, and then I also tell you that I've been plopping them on people's car and just leaving. So I put it like right next to the handle of their door. So they walk up to their door and they're like, oh shit, man, I got to peel off the stick. And then they're like, oh, it's not a sticker. Haha, it's a laugh too. Finbear says he wants to make stickers to put on gas pumps. What do you want those stickers to look like and do? Is it the same way that Bitfinesse does it, to where it's a logo, almost as if it was an official logo of the distribution of gas? Like these things, I'm literally violating their private space by putting it on their car, and I'm hoping that they'll forgive me. Imagine putting that on like some Hicks pickup truck. I did that in the gym parking lot. I haven't taken pictures of me handing these things out or putting them on cars, like Abit suggested with his business cards, in order to, further his efforts, but also to break some barriers, break some ice in the Hex community, if it is that people still aren't cool with approaching their neighbors. I'm pretty real right now. I've got a beer and a half in me and 3/4 taco. Hey, Finbear, good one talking about my name earlier today with my dad. For some reason, he didn't read that, and I didn't bring it on through to be a punch, but that was pretty funny. We could have gotten them together. Why the heck did you name me that? I didn't spend the day with him. The idea for me was that I would have everything prepared over here to just show the camera, and my dad would respond on his end back at his house. But instead, I got a knock on the door, and it's right before the stream, so because my dad's prompt, so I just said, "Here, sit down in this chair. Let me make it comfortable for you. Put on the headset. It seems as though I'll be without a headset because I don't know how to route it just right now. I didn't want to fuck up anything like I did with Paul Wheaton, right?" So so we just went through everything, and I didn't interrupt. I didn't interrupt Axis Alive too many times, so we were doing all right. And I also caught the way that he said vegan. That was kind of funny. If you are vegan, I guess that was how he said it. So earlier it was the Hex Foodies live stream, and we talked about vitamins. That was the episode. Finbear, the Finnish guy, using English, talking about other people's accents, was his comment. So yeah, let's go with the magnets. If it is that you want to try out something like this, it's not very expensive to try this out. Also, you could get a mini run for not that much money. Like I had 10 large stickers delivered to somebody's house for $14. So that's printing and shipping 10 of them to the guy's house. Straight from the producer. Actually, that's stickermule.com. Stickermule.com. Straight over to the other guy, and no worries from me because I've dealt with them, I don't know, 8 times before. So I don't have any worries. 7, 8 times. Yeah, so check it out. Belly Hex says that it seems like Pulse Chain could be imminent. Oh, because of Richard's latest tweet. You're right. We should be visible. Finberry, you're right. We should be visible in Hex Streamers too. And just to let everybody know, Hex Streamers makes it to where in order for the software to click in, we need to have it like at least one person watching on YouTube. And I believe that's the same thing for Twitch. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it quits. Next time, join me for Taco Tuesday. Look at these beautiful tacos. Yum yums. If you give me your address, I'll send you some. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. Cheers. Be good to Hexicans, because everybody is one eventually.